Hi.
Hi. Yo, what the
I'm back. I don't know why I did that. I haven't done a video like this, so I don't know. If you're pissed off, if you're one of those people, who's pissed off by the lighting,
I don't care, and neither should you.
I'm not a professional. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. There. Now we got that out of the way. Hope y'all are having a great day. Thank you for tuning in. So this is the gear that I wore in my first crash, and I'm going to go through everything and explain in detail why I chose it, the brands, and specifically how they held up in the crash. Without further ado, let's get into it. When I crashed, I was going 75 to 80 miles an hour. I am so grateful that I never went out without full gear, because if not, I would have literally been turned into a meat crayon. And that's not even an exaggeration. I honestly probably would not be living the same quality life that I am right now if I had not been wearing that gear, because I slid about 50 yards on this right side without like flipping or turning. Like, it just took all the damage. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that gear. Number one was the jacket. I bought the jacket and the helmet at about the same time, but I like the jacket the most. And the jacket's what took most of the damage, so I'm gonna talk about that first. The jacket is from a brand called Cortec. I'll put a photo of the jacket I had right here. It was the Cortec Hyperflow, and it was in red, white, and a little bit of black. I absolutely loved that jacket, and it fit everything I needed it to do. And in fact, I think almost anyone who is just riding on the street daily, it fits what they need to do. And I'll tell you why. Let me start first by saying, when I went to buy a jacket for myself, I didn't really know like what to buy. Like, I knew there were brands like Dynasay, and then there were Alpine Stars, and then there was like Icon, and then there was like a bunch of these other little ones that like made their own stuff. And end of the day, right, you're looking and you're seeing all the prices, and like, okay, at what point does like the price max out protection? Like, are you paying for just more than just the protection at that point, you know? And I did a lot of research. I looked at all the guides online you might see from YouTube channels to like, oh, beginner gear, you know, like, oh, the best beginner gear for you. Sure, I guess. I mean, those are all really great guides to go with, but for me, I don't know, I didn't really like much of them. Like, they weren't my style, or I just heard a lot of conflicting things about them too. So I did my own research, and I found a couple good options, and ultimately I tried to decide what jacket I was going to wear based off some criteria. One of those was protection. What kind of armor does it have? What type of armor matters? Like, which armor is better than the other armor? I don't know. What's it reinforced with? Does it have Kevlar in it? Does it have armor in it? Does it have double stitching? Like, what's the protection? So that was a big thing for me, figuring out that at least. Second off was versatility of the jacket too. Like, am I going to get way too hot in this? Like, is this going to be something I can only take out when it gets up to like 80 degrees, and past that, like, I'm just going to be in like a sweat box dying, you know? So that was another big factor for me. The third thing was look, of course. I mean, if you're not looking badass while wearing gear, then that takes away the whole purpose of wearing gear. Not the protection, it's to look cool. If anyone tells you they wear gear because of protection, they're lying. It's because they look dope in gear. There's no other purpose to wearing gear besides looking cool. I'm just kidding. Don't take that seriously. So I went to a dealer by me. I believe it's the largest retailer in North America. So it's called Iron Pony Motorsports. Take a look at it if you haven't. Look it up. It's sick. If you're ever in Columbus, Ohio, and you're a motorcycle fanatic like myself, take the day, go down there, and just look around. It is paradise on earth. It's very similar if you've watched a Brian 636 video. If you've watched a Brian 636 video, it's very similar to the Japanese motorcycle mega mall that he went to, except like it's on like a 10th of a scale of that, because you know that mall is like insanely huge, like a warehouse with floors. But this building was a Kmart. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Who the hell cares? It was a cool building. Go check it out. It's Iron Pony Motorsports. So I went in there. They have great people. You know, I'm not sponsoring them. They just had great people working there. And I saw Cortec. It was one of the brands I was looking at online. I chose that jacket for the reasons like I mentioned before. Protection. It had CE level 2 armor, which is firmer and more protective than CE level 1. Has to go through more testing and pass more stuff. And it was reinforced with Kevlar and a lot of like abrasion resistant materials in the joints. As well, it was breathable. And the other reason was it had extra liners inside of it. So this is kind of like an all-season jacket. There was one that was completely waterproof, and there was another that was like for colder weather. So it was really useful to me, especially like when I was on a budget. So I knew my money was going like all the way. So I believe the jacket was about $200, and I know for a fact right now it's on sale for $100 on some websites. So if you really want to get a good jacket that will protect you, like from me, go get that jacket. Seriously, it's a great, I have no complaints about that jacket. It looked great. I got compliments on it all the time. And not from my friends, because Lord knows I don't have any of those. But I got compliments on a lot, and it did its job. This is after the crash. When I slid on my right side, and like on the road, like, yeah, like this. All the damage got right here. And a little bit on my back left, because when I landed on my left shoulder, like this, like a goalkeeper diving for a save. And then I flipped over to my right side and slid about 50 yards on this side. So it did its job, 50 yards. At least that's what the police report said. I don't know if that was actually 50 yards, but it's probably close to that. See, there's a lot of tearing on the right side, especially on the right sleeve. My dad's holding it up in this photo in the hospital, so don't mind him, but it tore through to the actual padding inside the jacket, but it did its job. I had no road rash whatsoever, except for on this little arm right here. Trigger warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right here on the sleeve, because when I was riding, my sleeve was unzipped a little bit for wind flow because it was hot that day. So it rolled up a little bit when I landed, but that's the only road rash, and it wasn't even that bad. So I was fine. I didn't have to like get rocks picked out of my arm or anything. I just put some antibiotic on it and it was good. The jacket did its job. I was really happy. I sent Cortec a message afterwards and they were like, oh, thank you for letting us know, like, appreciate it. They dropped me a follow. The only downside of the Cortec jacket is the back protector. There is none. The back protector, which on my Cortec jacket now, because, you know, I love Cortec so much, I bought it again. The back protector I have now from Cortec, which is the exact same one that came with my previous jacket, is this. This is like a piece of memory foam. This is like what's in my bed. This. Do you think that's gonna do anything? Do you think this is gonna do anything? It's not. Yeah, that's the only downside, but you can buy one and fit it in there. So there you go. Problem solved. The second piece of gear I was wearing, which is most important as always, your helmet. The helmet I was wearing was an HJC I-10, which is not the helmet I always wanted to get, and honestly most people don't want to get. But of all the HJCs you can buy that are lower than like 500 bucks, that's probably the best one you're gonna get. DOT, of course, and Snell approved. Can be a little loud. I don't know. I never really had many problems with it, but yeah. In fact, one second. Yeah, this is my HJC I-10. I just retired this helmet actually for my beautiful Shoei X15 that I just bought. And wearing this, I don't know how the hell I ever wore this helmet for so long, because my head grown and it does not fit as well as my Shoei, because my Shoei comes with custom fitting. So yeah, but yeah, holy crap, man, what an upgrade. I'm glad I did that. I love this helmet. I had this helmet since I started riding. And you might notice I have a little lisp, and that's because this is a size medium. I'm probably closer to a medium large or a large, and it's pressing my cheeks in between my teeth. And I hate it. And that's honestly why I upgraded, because it was too small. But for you, I'm wearing it again. And it's a great helmet. If I wasn't such a fat-headed person, I would probably still wear this helmet and not even have upgraded. But it did its job. I'll put some photos up here. I didn't take much damage. I did hit my head when I went down a little bit. You can see by the marks on the back of the helmet, right back here. I probably had a very, very minor concussion. I did exhibit some symptoms in the hospital for the 2 days I was there. I'm getting just tested out the wazoo. I walked away, they said like, yeah, you're good, just keep an eye on it. But I had some mild symptoms for like a day. I had some trouble sleeping for like a few months after that, but actually that was more like determined. It was just like a mental thing. So it wasn't actually like, I guess concussions are mental. Anyway, it was just more like not concussion, but just like a mental thing, like if that makes sense. So actually still have this is my Cardo Freecom 4 Plus. Right there is where I was sliding on the road. Just right on the corner there. See the abrasion mark? But it held up. It held up just fine, and it still works. Even though it's not supported by Cardo anymore, there's no more updates, it still works. And it just has problem connecting to other riders. That's the only thing. But I don't ride with anyone, because like I said, who needs friends? Anyway, moving on. Much better. Holy crap. The next piece of gear I had was gloves. I know you people love Alpine Stars. I had the Alpine Stars SMX Carbon V2. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Oh, let me check the tag. SMX2 Air Carbon V2 gloves. Missed up the order. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's a good glove. I even had the Honda on there because I had these when I had my CBR, but I still wore them, you know, because they look cool and they match the bike. This is the only glove I have that took damage. I have the other one, but I don't feel like getting it because I'm lazy. So yeah, you can see around here, that's where it took a little abrasion. And then the other place is right here on the pinky. That little, yeah, took it there. And then on the gloves, there's a little fraying on the top of the fingers. But that's it. These gloves are fine. I still wear these occasionally from time to time. You know, I ride a Triumph and this says Honda. The gloves I replaced them with were, of course, my buddy Cortec. They're also carbon. Love the design on these. They're gauntlet too, and they have protectors. I'll talk more about these in another video, but I love these gloves. The next piece of riding gear that I had going down is jeans. A lot of people don't wear riding jeans. I didn't used to because they weren't as necessary, but I'm glad I had them. And they did their job, kind of. I had the Bullet Straight Titan jeans without any armor inside of them. You can buy armor, which I did. This is the piece of gear I honestly would replace if I could do it again. That's why I said they kind of did their job. So when I landed, my knee took some of the damage when I first hit the ground, but overall, like, I was good. I had no road rash on my legs or anything like that. You know, they didn't break apart. I would show them, but the paramedics had to cut them off when I went into the emergency room. But I had two little holes on the sides of my kneecaps, like where your bone, like, you know, like, yeah, you get the idea. Don't know how that happened because it was a reinforced area. And then somehow, I have no clue, I got cut on my calf, right there. Right there. No idea. No idea. I landed going forward. I slid like Superman and then spun around my back and slid that way. How the heck did something get up my pant leg and cut me without even cutting my pants? No idea. And it was like big. I have a gripe with them too because you can add armor into them, but the pants aren't really designed to like have armor inside of them, so it's just like less room for your leg and it just pulls on your leg. Yeah, it hurts the crease of my knee. So at least when I'm riding for a long time it does. So I'm looking for new pants right now. Anyway, moving on. The boots. These boots people hate. I'll let you know right now. People don't like these boots. And it's not because they're not safe. It's not because they wear out easily. It's because that they don't look the best. I think they look cool. That's just me though. They're the City Meta. What are they? Where's my phone? Let's see. That's right. They are the City Meta riding shoes. I'll put a photo up right there. They have CE level 2 armor and are reinforced with Kevlar and other good stuff to help keep your feet protected, as well as they have a little strap to cover your shoelaces, which I really like. But I got those. I spent a little extra money on them at Iron Pony, of course, because they look protective and they were cool and comfortable, and I stick with that. So those took a lot of damage. Overall, they're fine. Like, you could probably still wear them. I don't anymore because I just want a new pair of riding shoes that matched my style more. When I landed, my heel slammed on the ground. I mean, boom.
Fucking boom!
I thought I tore my Achilles. It hurt so bad, but I did not. It just was really, 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 really bruised. And in fact, like, I lost feeling in my Achilles for like 2 weeks until it started to come back. I liked them. They did a good job. That's all the gear I was wearing. I'm thankful to my insurance, Geico. I'm not sponsored. This is just my own thing Geico replaced all my gear. Apparently I had a coverage in my policy that replaced up to $500 worth of my gear, not including my helmet. And then my helmet, they covered up to $500 in the helmet, which all my gear was fully covered. I didn't have to spend a single penny getting my new gear back, which was why I was afraid of like dang, I'm really gonna be out from riding from a long time because I don't have gear. But nope, they hooked me up. So I don't know. Do with that information what you will. If you want to hear me talk more about my current gear, what I wear every day when I go out to ride, let me know. I'll make a video on that as well. I'm just really busy right now with school, you know, trying to go to grad school, so it's kind of tough. And with my new helmet, I don't have a mount yet for my GoPro, so I'm figuring that out slowly. But there'll be some more stuff coming soon. I'm gonna make some more videos too. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate you clicking on the video. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do this for fun. I don't care. I truly don't. But if you like it, that'd be sick. If you want to hear more of this kind of stuff, subscribe. Check out my other videos riding. Those are pretty good, I think. But without that, have a nice day. Ride safe. Holy shit. How did I ever wear this? Holy shit. Holy shit.